Welcome back to the Halifax Metro Center, where the Halifax Mooseheads and the Moncton Wildcats are tied after one. You're listening to Steel and Halifax Chrysler Mooseheads hockey right here on News 95.7. My guest here in the first intermission is Mooseheads defenseman Josh Desmond, who is not in the lineup tonight. He's not a healthy scratch. He's not injured. He is suspended one game for an incident in last night's home opener. Josh, thanks for joining us here. Maybe you can explain a one-game suspension as a result of a fight last night. Can you explain the call and why you're sitting up here in the booth?
Well, we were other team there was going hard to the net, and guy took a little whack at our goalie, and I asked him to go, so we went, and first off, he got my helmet off, and I was like, okay, so we started going, and I was hitting him in the helmet a little bit, and I decided to take it off, get his helmet off anyways, so we continued, and anyways, he said he had enough, and the refs broke it up, and I was unaware of the rule. If you take off his helmet, it's a one-game suspension.
Right. And so you took his helmet off during the fight. There was no argument there, just unaware of the rule.
Exactly.
Okay. It's been a good start this year. You got a taste last year, just a little taste with the hockey club, but it's been a good start here. Not only logging some good ice, but scoring goals and dropping the mitts as well. So you had to be pretty pleased with what's happened here in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, I got a good taste of it last year, a couple games up, and it was a great experience and good to get my confidence up. And now I knew what I had to do to make the team this year, and I knew there was a lot of returning defensemen, but I trained hard, and so far, so I'm off to a good start.
When a lot of the fans unfamiliar with you, they may remember the name or they may have been here last night, but in order for you to be on your game, what type of defenseman are you?
I like to think of myself as an offensive defenseman. Like to take the odd rush and,
get involved in the attack,
exactly.
Which you've done, as I mentioned, 2 goals here in the early going, and you do play a physical brand as well.
I do. When I can throw the hit, I like to toss the body out, and I'm not scared to fight. I know it's not one of my go-to, but I'm not scared to drop them.
So many players away right now. Defensemen, I know Conrad Abeltauser's coming back tonight, so he'll be available for Friday, but Sawyer Hanna is away at the Vancouver camp, as you well know, and no word as to when he'll return. I suppose that everyone's kind of anxious to get everybody back and see what this team really looks like when the full lineup is here.
We're missing a lot of key components to our team, and once we get them back, I know we have a good team out there now, but when we get them back, we'll have who even knows. And just excited to get the full team out there.
Well, you mentioned the word excited, and there was plenty of excitement last night here in the building for the home opener. Have you ever been in an atmosphere like that, 8,000 plus, and most of the night they were buzzing?
Not once. Down in Yarmouth, where I played hockey last year, the rink could only hold about 1,000, and it was pretty insane there, so imagine playing in front of 8 times that. And the experience was unbelievable, and it was fun.
Third game of the season for the Moose, so most of the pregame preseason jitters are gone, but with the big crowd, I had to wonder were the butterflies there in the room.
Oh, they were. You could feel the tension and the excitement as well. But we all knew what we had to do and show the crowd what we had and what we have in store for the season.
Great celebration, jubilation after winning it in overtime. Boudreau stops it in the back of the net, and the big crowd erupts. Kind of describe, if you would, the feeling in that room afterwards.
Well, everyone, we knew we had the team to do it. We knew we were going to do it, and the excitement was just unbelievable, and words can't describe it. It was great.
Yeah,
great start.
It's so often in the past we've had big crowds here at the Metro Center and not get the result. Either the team would come out completely flat, or they might lose a heartbreaker on the losing edge, and particularly last night where the team led 3-1, 4-2, and both times those leads evaporated. To lose it again would have been awfully disappointing for the big crowd, but a thrilling finish. Talk to me a little bit about Dominic Ducharme, the head coach, because last year, as I said, you had a taste, but at that point there, now you've got a new head coach, and just give me your impressions of the new head coach.
He so far taught us a lot. He's going through a lot of different new systems, and so far they're working. Great coach, and sometimes you can't tell what he's thinking, but great guy so far.
Now, have you found someone, a defensive partner that you would prefer to play with? Obviously, I know you'll play with anyone. I know that's the stock answer. But is there anybody in particular that you find maybe suits your game a little better?
I play with Joe Parisi in there quite a bit, and he's more the stay back kind of guy, and I'm the more go for it. So I think that works out well.
What was your year like last year?
Down in Junior A, it was really fun. The atmosphere in Yarmouth was great. It was the whole town supported you, so it's sort of like Halifax. And I was a top go-to guy, and won the Rookie of the Year, so that was great.
30-some goals, is that right?
30 points. 30 points.
30 points. That's a lot of points on the backside, right?
Yeah, no, great year. All things were going right for me, and I was glad I got to come up here and play a couple games with them.
And the goal was always to get here, right?
Exactly.
That was the goal. How do you feel now? Again, we're week number 2, and you know things can change, but you must feel pretty good where you sit right now.
I feel pretty relieved. I knew in the training camp, like I said, I knew they had a lot of returning guys, and I knew what I had to do to get here. And so far, so good. What's your goal for the year? I know they're team goals, but individually. Sometimes players set, some of the forwards will set numbers. But for you, what's your goal for the season? I just want to be one of those guys where they can count on me, and I can hopefully stay in the lineup and be a top 5D maybe, and just get the wins we need. Well, you're off to a great start, Josh, and I know the club would like to have you in the lineup tonight. It is a 1-game suspension. It is. So I would think, would likely be back in the lineup Friday, but with returning D, you never know, right? Exactly, yeah. Thanks for joining us. Thank you very much. Okay, Josh Desmond, the Mooseheads defenseman, who is serving a 1-game suspension tonight. He is my guest, and we're going to take a break. And when we come back, Steve Carr will check that Blue Nose 2 Restaurant and Grill out-of-town scoreboard. But here at the Metro Center, 1-1 after 1. This is Steel Halifax Chrysler Mooseheads Hockey on News 95.7.